Right now, I'm gonna show you exactly step by step how to create your own logo for your digital dropshipping business in just a few minutes. It's honestly not too difficult, and I wanna simplify the process as much as possible. So let's go ahead and hop onto my computer. So there are a couple different resources we're going to be using, and the first one is Google, keeping it simple enough. So I'm gonna skip the whole part of coming up with a brand name, idea, and all of this stuff, just because I have that in other videos. If you wanna see the full digital dropshipping playlist, that'll be in the description. So I'm gonna pretend that I already have a niche chosen for my digital dropshipping brand. I have the name and I'm ready to go. And we're gonna pretend that this one is called Finance for Families. And this was just a quick idea that came to mind when I think about some type of digital dropshipping brand that provides digital solutions to families to help them with their finances. Maybe that's some type of guide or planner that helps families budget for groceries and other expenses. So now that we know we're gonna be in the finance space, we wanna go here to Google and look up different ideas for branding. So to keep it simple enough, I'm just gonna search up here, finance branding. And what we're doing here is really just looking for some initial inspiration and ideas that we can use when creating our own logo, so we don't have to just start completely from scratch. Now, several years ago, if you asked me back in 2017 how I was making logos, I was just creating a blank canvas, throwing some text on there and changing the font depending on what the brand actually was. But now this is a bit of a more innovative idea that you can take and hopefully use for your own brand. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of looking through, see if there's anything that catches my attention. So when I think of finance for families, I want it to be something that feels kind of energetic, a little bit fun, but also serious at the same time. This one just seems a little bit too serious, so I'm not loving it too much. This looks kind of nice, it's kind of fun. Really what you want to do is just go through here and look at different options. This one has caught my attention a little bit. You can also go in here and look up different things like money branding. We can just see these different fonts, colors, styles. I just went ahead and browsed through some different options. I kind of like this one. It's clean. I think it has potential for me to make it into something even better. So now what we're gonna do is hop over to Canva. And what we're gonna do over here is go ahead to Design Spotlight and then Logo Maker. And then we're gonna start here, designing a custom logo, and we're gonna have a blank template. So what we wanna do is go over here to the left side and we wanna find some different templates and we're gonna add them into here. So let's just look up finance and we're gonna see some different templates here. So let's just say we want to apply both pages right now. We're gonna go ahead and add a new page so we can see if there's any other ones that we like up here. Money trees maybe has some potential. Really what you're doing right here is giving yourself some options. The best thing you can do, and just in life even, is have an abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset. Instead of just trying to build off of one template, instead create a few different templates and have the abundance mindset and decide where we want to go from there. And now what we're gonna do is go ahead and just switch out some of the text on here with our own brand name and see kind of how that looks and maybe which one we like the most and want to go ahead into making it even better. So now I've gone ahead and placed my own text here into each of the templates that we selected, and I just like to go the next step here and just seeing which one may catch my attention and which one I like the most, because the next step we're going to do is change the colors to match our inspiration idea, like from this one right here. And the way I do that is by using this free color picker online. So I basically just download or screenshot this image, go here to the color picker, then upload this, and now I can just choose whatever the color is right here and then get the exact code so that I can put it into Canva. Let's say if I wanted to put it on this background here, I can go ahead, type it in, and here it is. Now going through the options, I'm not a huge fan of this first one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that one. This one I thought was just a little too serious. This one has potential. This one does too. It's just a little bland. I'm gonna delete it. I think these are my two main ones. So my next step that I'm gonna do is just delete the icons to keep it simple and really just focus on the fonts and the colors, because the icons is gonna be something else that we're gonna get into here shortly. So now we can play around with this even more. Let's say we want to choose one of these blues here, copy the code and see maybe how that looks for our font, because we want to differentiate the colors and font. These two aren't anything too special right now. So let's try out here doing the text color. We're going to type the color code and we're also going to make this uppercase. Let's just drag this up for right now. You may be like, Tanner, this is looking kind of wonky right here, but trust the process. To me, this just looks a little too boring. I think this font is going to be the one that I am more open to using. So we're gonna go ahead and move this to the middle, and we're gonna make this font, let's bring this to a 30 and see how it looks. And if we have 30 as our main size of the font, what we're gonna do is make this subtitle, we're gonna bring it to about half of that and see how that looks. Still a little big, so I'm just gonna bring it down even more here, just a little bit. Now we can even play around a little bit more here. I recommend doing this, messing around with different colors for your fonts, and maybe we'll even go here, try maybe not a blue, maybe something fun. Yellow with this blue looks pretty clean, honestly. I do actually like this, so super clean right here, honestly. But we're not just gonna only keep this text, so let's keep on moving. Now you can already see a major difference here, even just between these two templates, even though they're pretty similar, just aside from the fonts and the colors. So we're gonna go ahead and dump this one right here. Now we're gonna go over here to elements, and we're going to search up things to add a little bit more personality to what we already have. So what we're gonna start with is, let's say, money. Just looking for some type of icon. So maybe here's an option. Let's go ahead and play with that a little bit. Let's just go ahead and duplicate it. Let's check out this one, and let's make it white. Let's just keep on going. I'm gonna duplicate it, see if there's anything that really grabs my attention here. This has potential with all the different greens. Bit of a different tone here to add some more contrast. I'm not completely opposed to it. Let's just keep on going. We're gonna duplicate this one. All right, let's see what else we may have. Something like this. Bring our yellow, or we could do white and then make the $sign the yellow. Not a huge fan. Duplicate, delete, keep on going. And you'll probably keep doing this for 5 to 10 options until maybe something that really catches your attention. Let's take a look at what we have so far. The piggy, this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete it. I don't like it. This one may be my favorite so far. Not a huge fan. Out of all the options right now, this is it's honestly, pretty clean for something we just make in a couple of minutes. Now, before everything's finished and I show you how to export this the right way, what we're gonna do is make another variation of this. Actually, 2 more I'm gonna show you, because you want to have logos that are the same, but in different formats that you can use for your website, for social media, etc. Overall, just in different situations. So we have this, we're gonna call this the primary, the main logo with everything included. And now what we're gonna do is make one that is a stack. So what we're gonna do is drag up this one. This is gonna be something you could use for your social media profile pictures, where we could go ahead and even just, maybe even take this out. Usually you don't use the subheader, finance for families. Maybe what we could mess with a little bit just to see if we want to keep it that way is the line spacing. Not something I'm a huge fan of. So maybe what we'll do, instead of just stacking the text like that, is bring back that subheader that we have. And we're just gonna bring this font down so we can keep it all pretty tight here into the canvas. And we're gonna bring this down quite a bit as well. Still not loving it. I don't want to keep that. Maybe we'll just keep it this way. This way is pretty simple. We're gonna fit it so it drags out the same dimensions of the image. This could be easily used for social media. So now let's bring this down. Now we're gonna make just the horizontal version. So the way you do this is by actually removing the subtitle. You're gonna bring this over. You're gonna bring your logo down, and we're gonna do the same thing right here. Since this is for money, I want to play with this and see a little bit how it looks, maybe which option. Maybe we want to do logo on the right side and see if that makes a difference for what we like. Maybe we'll bring this logo down a little bit more. Now this will look really clean exporting this the right way onto the Shopify store as a header. So now we have the 3 different options. We have our primary logo right here, we have the horizontal, and then we have the stacked version, which you could use social media. Now to export the right way, since we finalized our designs, we just need to keep in mind where these are going to be used and how you want to use them. So the way I recommend doing it is first by going ahead and downloading, but do transparent background for all of them. So what this is gonna do is download these, but as transparent PNGs. So you're not gonna have the background. It's gonna be your text and your icon here, but there's gonna be nothing behind it. So keep that in mind. You would want to use that type of file for uploading it, let's say, to your Shopify store, because you could set your color for your store to be this blue here, and then you can just upload the clean version of the logo and drag it onto anything in the future. But what I recommend doing as well is to go ahead and just download these normally without the transparent background. So that way you have these with the full design that we're looking at right now and not just transparent background. That way we can go ahead and just export these as is, and let's say use this for social media and get it moving quick. So this is just showing you how simple it really is to make a logo using free resources. Now, I do have Canva Pro and use that to get some other options since I use this for multiple different things. And if you want to try it out as well, I do have an affiliate link that gives you a free trial for 30 days. If you want to try out Canva Pro, there'll be a link in the description, but I want you to go ahead and copy this here for your own digital dropshipping store. And if you want to learn more about digital dropshipping and all of my systems, go ahead and just message me the word freedom on Instagram, and I'm gonna send you all the details. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a big like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.